What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Real Word Podcast, a place where real thoughts, real ideas, and real words come to life. I'm your host, Drew, coming from San Diego, California. Thank you for stopping by, tuning in, checking out the channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit up the links down below. And now we can get into the episode. It is June 12th, 2020. And it is a Friday. So welcome to the end of the week. Seems like more and more people are working. So it's going to be the end of the work week. People are getting back to some sort of normalcy. But we shall see how things go. Right now, I have this sherbet from Farmer and the Felon. Clean glass, clean water. Let's get into this. Cheers, everybody. All right, I got my coffee here as well. Gotta have that wake and bake session with the coffee and weed, you know? All right, so I didn't write anything down today. I don't have any notes. I know usually Friday is kind of a mixture of an update on myself plus a few news stories and, all of that. But let me just kind of update you on myself, I guess, first. I have seen a couple of news stories that I can, just bring up real quick and just touch on just briefly. But for the most part, I think this is going to be more dealing with me and my headspace and where I'm at mentally and, things like that. So let's get into that. Yeah, it's been a real challenge these last 2 to 3 weeks or so. I feel like that the George Floyd video was kind of a turning point, kind of a standout moment for me. Because like around that time, especially when the protests started hitting here in San Diego, and then that night where, La Mesa got put on fire and all these buildings were burning and all the rioting and looting, that one night, it like for the most part, it hasn't been as bad since, but that one night was really bad, and it's kind of like messed with my head ever since. I just haven't really been able to stay motivated or disciplined, and I'm not laying blame on these events, but it's really kind of spiraled me down. Honestly, it's been just constant news coverage and trying to kind of navigate to the truth. And the more I look into this stuff, it's like the more and more I'm not believing the official narrative. And it's like that's usually how it goes with me. The same thing happened with the Ahmaud Arbery case, where it's like I didn't want to watch the video initially because one, I didn't want to get I didn't want to watch someone get killed. Like that's not okay to me. Like that's not what I really want to see throughout my life. Like, I know death happens and I know it's a part of everything, but like to see someone get like their life taken from them like that is just, one of those things that I don't really want to see. I kind of keep that to movies, TV, entertainment, and things like that. But when it's like reality, man, I don't really want to see it. But the more time that came out, the more I did some research into that case, the Ahmaud Arbery case, the more it seemed like that wasn't 100% true as well. I mean, it wasn't, because one, he wasn't just going on a jog. We know that now. And he had visited this house multiple times. Anyway, that's previous case. You can go back some episodes and find out my thoughts on that case. But same thing. So this George Floyd video comes out. I don't want to see it. I, get really affected by it. It's a really powerful, really powerful images that were kind of released. I didn't ever watch the full video. I still haven't. Again, it's one of those things, I don't want to see someone die. So it's yeah. But I had to, for the Ahmaud Arbery case, I had to wait till Zach watched it and told me, he's like, yeah, like there's two different videos and like everything happens off camera. So then I watched it and I was like, oh yeah, this is crazy. You don't see anything happen. But for this one, it seems like it could be a little different because his knee is on his neck and choking and all that. So I don't know. I'm conflicted about watching the video, but seeing all the information come out about them knowing each other, being friends, and working together in the past for like 17 years. Something about, I don't know. We talk about it on our Instagram live, me and Zach, and you can check out the audio here as well. We just the previous episode. Yeah, you could. I think it was on the 9th that we did that. You can go check that out and kind of get some of our more in-depth thoughts about that and some of the anomalies that we see, and why it doesn't really add up, and certain connections with other things, and like other events that have taken place, more specifically 9/11. Like there's a really weird connection with the times and all of that with 9/11. So that's interesting. That is something we actually didn't cover in the Instagram live, so I saw that later on. Or I could have saw it before, but we just didn't bring it up or mention it or whatever. But yeah, you can go to the Instagram live at _No World Order podcast. That's on IGTV there, or you can find it here on the No World Order IG live audio only playlist or whatever it is. So that's that. Like I was saying, that video was kind of a turning point for me. Ever since that happened, I've been just kind of really thrown into just this kind of depression, and like I said, I just have lost all kind of motivation and discipline, and it's really hard to do anything lately. Me and my brother have to do the Drew and Chase side by side. I still have to take notes for that. This is 3 weeks behind, and yeah, it's just been rough, man. I haven't been able to kind of set a schedule and stick to it. I'll set a schedule, but then I just don't do it, and I don't feel like it, and it's just it's been tough. It's been really tough, and I don't enjoy it, and yeah, I don't know what I need to do. I really don't. I don't know. Well, I do know what I need to do. I need to just, be disciplined and do the things that I say I'm gonna do, but it's hard. It's hard. It's one of those things that I, constantly battle with and struggle with, and I have not been, taking care of myself properly. You probably heard me say it little bits here and there over the last few weeks. Yeah, I just haven't been eating properly. I haven't been, just taking care of myself. And I'm starting to just kind of feel it overall. It affects, mood, energy. I've just been constantly tired lately. I haven't been getting great sleep lately. Um, yeah, it's just been really tough, and I don't know. Things have to change though. I have to make some sort of changes because it's been exhausting, honestly. It has been really, really exhausting. And then the other day, I posted something because on Facebook, because so many people are just calling President Trump a racist, and that's been the narrative since kind of the beginning. And just talk about exhausting. It's like I've said it from the beginning, man. It's like I don't support Trump. I wouldn't vote for him. I didn't vote for him. Like that's not what I'm about. I don't believe in like that two-party system. But early on, man, like one of his first couple of speeches, it might have even been one of his first speeches while he was campaigning. And I watched it and I thought it was a great speech. And then whether I forget if it was the next day or just a couple hours later when I was watching the news, I forget the time frame exactly of what happened, but I saw the news talking about the same speech that I watched and just were completely like saying things that weren't true. So it's like I saw it really early on, the media twisting his words or using it out of context or straight up just lying. And I saw it right away and early on, and it's like I understand why he attacks the media and goes after him, because it's like I saw it firsthand early on, and I'm not even one who really supports it like that, but so this racist narrative has been going on for, years now, and I don't see it. And I posted this picture of Donald Trump and all the things that he's done for the black community, and man, it was just like a list of like 15, 20 facts that he's done to help black people in the black community and stuff. And it's like people were like, how does this prove that he's not a racist? I got attacked. Well, not attacked, just a couple of these two female liberals started responding, and it's like, man, they are just filled with like so much hate and just false information that it's just mind-blowing to me. It's like they just eat up the mainstream narrative and just don't do any deep dive research for themselves. They just kind of go surface level, take things completely out of context and run with it and spread it on their little Facebooks, and and it's funny because these people have like a ton more followers and stuff like that because they're more social. I'm not like a real social person. Like I've always kind of been introverted, kept to myself, kept a small circle. So when they spread these lies, it's like it's going to a bigger audience, and it's really unfortunate. Is like one of the ladies said, she said that Trump said all Mexicans are rapists and murderers, and I was like, oh, I would love to see that clip because I know exactly what they're talking about. This is fun, man. This is when I get excited, because it's like I already know you're wrong. He definitely didn't say all Mexicans are rapists and murderers. It's like, then she sent me this clip, and it's like, it starts from him saying they. And it's like, I know what they're talking about. So you're not even going to play the full clip where he says like MS-13 gang members or whatever. Those are the people coming over doing crime, raping, murdering, and all of that. And it's like they just cut these clips, and it was just funny. So I said, in response to that, I said, "Oh, he didn't say Mexicans. He said they, alluding to MS-13 members, MS-13 gang members." And then I said something like, "Stop spreading lies and false information," or something like that. And then no response from either of them. So I feel like I shut them down with facts. You know what I mean? And it's like sometimes they can't accept it, and I just find it funny because these are the same people advocating for Joe Biden when there's this other picture going around, this other meme going around of Trump hanging out with like Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali, and some of the civil rights activists. So we got Trump hanging out with the black people and the black community down with that. And then in another picture, we have Joe Biden hanging out with a chapter leader of the KKK. Oh, what? Yeah. So what are we really talking about here with the racism and all of that? It's like, this is just nuts, man. It's crazy. So when I don't even know if those two who were like commenting on my Facebook even know about that. And it's like, are they gonna go attack Joe Biden and spread that on their Facebook and stuff? I don't think so. It's like a very one-sided attack if it's not the mainstream view. It's pretty sad. It's really sad because I do try and keep an open mind with everything and try and see both sides of everything, because there is the right, there is the left, and then there's, the truth kind of somewhere in the middle there. So that's yeah, it's been exhausting, it's been frustrating, I don't typically engage like that on the internet, on social media. But it's like, man, I just can't sit back and let people spread false information and lies. And it's like, it's so frustrating. I just, I don't, like I said, I don't like Trump for like with a lot of the things he does. Like, I don't believe in that thing, like a president. Like, I don't know. Go listen to Adam Kokesh. I know he didn't get the Libertarian nominee, which is unfortunate, but I think he's in full support of the lady who did get it. So I'll have to go check her out. But that's the party that I would align with. And that's, based in true freedom and, true liberty for all, and that's what I kind of agree with and can align with ideology wise, so that's what's going on. Let me get into this other little snap. Have another little bong hit here. And get into whatever else we get into. Cheers, everybody. All right. Barely any coughs this morning. I know right when I say that I'm going to have a little cough, but so Not much else has been going on though. Like I said, I just gotta get myself focused and start getting back to working out, eating properly. But yeah, this is another thing. It's like I don't want to go to the store because of this fucking mask stuff, man. And it's like, just stop. I saw my Zach, buddy Zach, he posted, I saw this morning that like Orange County is lifting the mask restrictions or whatever. So it's like, man, that's just what we need to do. Especially with the information that's come out where asymptomatic people won't spread it. It doesn't spread on surfaces. So it's like, let's just go back to like normal. Let's take our mask off, man. Like, I know you guys like it and stuff, but it's not good. It's not good for you. And it's just, oh man, I can't stand it. It's like, why are you gonna limit your like put restrictions on yourself and limit yourself? And it just drives me crazy, man. It really does. So that's like, I haven't been going to the store. So that's another reason why I haven't been eating properly. I don't have much here at the house. And when my dad goes to the store, he just kind of gets a lot of like snack type stuff. And yeah, it's like, I really just need to cut out a lot of this processed stuff and just start eating more, whole food, plant based. And uh I've been trying a little bit. I mean, not really successful, but more and more I'm trying to eat more salads again. And yeah, I gotta have these smoothies again and just juices and waters. And just I really have to start taking care of myself. Go on workouts, run, do some boxing and Muay Thai with my dad a couple times a week. So it's like, I know what I need to do, but it's really tough. And that loneliness is still there. That's still, prominent. And it was really good seeing my ex on Saturday. Saw her at the protest. First time in forever. So that was, really good and everything. But it doesn't help that loneliness that I feel like on a daily basis. And it's like, I'm just going crazy, man. That's what's really distracting too, is that feeling. And, just all of this is kind of piled up, and it's just kind of put me in a place of where I just can't even function right now. It's like, I didn't even want to get up and do this. And like I said, I didn't have anything prepared. This is just me talking and just going with it. And sometimes it's gonna be like that. But I just want to like let you guys know, like, I'm still gonna be consistent. I'm still gonna be doing this, whether me and my brother get to our podcast or not. We'll do it when we can. That's all we can do with that. I know he's back to working and stuff, so his schedule's gonna be a little more full. He's back to school. He's gonna be, you know, he's gonna be more busy. And this obviously won't be as much of a priority. So that is what it is. It's pretty cool. I finally got most of my equipment in, so I have new arms, adjustable arms for the two microphones when like me and Zach or me and my brother do an episode or whatever. So that'll be cool, because the other ones I got were really cheap and they broke and couldn't handle my microphones and stuff. But these ones are much more sturdy. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking at those right now. I got uh a thing for just in case something with like my computer, whatever's, or if I need to do a mobile thing, I can bring this. Um, one, so I have a plug-in to connect my microphone to my phone. So one, I will need actually an XLR to USB cable, so that way I could connect one of these microphones into that. Or I'm thinking about just buying a third microphone, which would be a USB microphone, and just having it for that and having a backup mic as well. So, thinking about what to do with that, but I keep acquiring more and more tools, and it's pretty cool. So, just building, and just getting more stuff. And it'll all be helpful and useful and make everything a little bit easier. So, then one of the next things after that is, getting new chairs and also soundproofing foam to make this a little bit better, you know, change up the color scheme, maybe rearrange the art, rearrange some stuff or whatever, and just make it pop a little bit, and make it pop and also soundproof it up. So that's what we're looking at. But yeah, I'm excited about getting those new adjustable arms in. And man, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get one of the microphones set up because the clip wasn't fitting right. And oh, I was really frustrated. I was like, are you kidding? I'm gonna have to buy another thing. But then I did a little reworking and had to force something into the clip and from another clip. So I did some rearranging of parts and finally got it to work, and it's there. So I'm excited about that. I was really frustrated. I was like, let's just think this through, think it out. Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I have? And then I figured it out. I made it work with what I had, and I didn't have to go buy another thing. So that's cool. Like I said, I don't even need a USB microphone right now, but I have the adapter that can be used with the interface already, just even with the XLR. But it would need the interface. But if I get the USB, it wouldn't need the interface. It could just be plugged in straight to the USB, and we would have it that way. So we will see. We will see what I decide to do. But I was listening to the radio this morning. I guess. Excuse me. Wow. Throat. MLB had its draft going on, and it sounds like the Padres did really well in the draft, and just everybody just keeps praising AJ Preller and in his choices. So we'll see what happens and what develops. They always tend to have a great minor league farm system. At least over the last handful of years, decade or so. And it'll be exciting to see what develops over the next handful of years with the Padres. Once, obviously, once they actually get playing and once the seasons are back in full force, I'm excited to see it. I know I say that all the time, but that they're, my favorite baseball team, and I enjoy baseball. I love going to the park. Petco Park is beautiful. But I'll even watch it on TV. It can get a little boring on TV, but we have the some of the best announcers in Mark Grant and Don Orsilio. Um, and then you got Jesse Agler and Ted Leitner on the radio broadcast, just two professionals as well. So I love listening to the broadcast, whether it's on the radio or TV. Radio, I think, actually gives it a little more old school richness, especially with Jesse and Teddy. Um, Man, I almost prefer listening to it on the radio with those two. And then you got Tony Gwynn Jr. added in the mix sometimes on TV and on the radio. It, it's a great combo. It really is. All those guys are great. Um, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Padres and what actually happens with baseball this season. I know they just have not been able to work out a deal between the players and the owners. So we'll see. We shall see what happens. It is a little crazy out there. I know a lot of fighters in the UFC are, started with like Cejudo, then John Jones, Jorge Masvidal, McGregor. All these people are, stepping away or saying they're stepping away just due to not getting paid a proper amount. And now, it's it is a really interesting time. I'm just saying, like, people are. I don't understand. I don't understand why the fighters would do this now. Honestly, like, I understand when things are going smooth and fans are back, and go advocate for your money. But like right now, things are a little different. So I like Dana's standpoint where he's like, hey, if you guys don't want to fight, we're still going to keep it moving. We still got fights to make. The fighters who want to fight will step up. And that's kind of where it's at. So it'll be interesting. I know there's a lot of stat cards coming up in the next couple of months, like pay-per-views and stuff. So it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I just find it really interesting that, all these fighters have kind of taken the stance during this pandemic craziness time. It's really interesting. But anyway, another thing, I haven't seen it yet. Let's get into the snap real quick, and then I will finish out with this thought, and then I'll get out of here. I can't believe it's already been this long with no real topics. So that's cool. I was able to do it. Got some stuff on my chest. And yeah, let's get it going. Cheers. Deep breath. All right, so like I was saying, I haven't seen it yet. I just saw a little thing on Twitter when I woke up this morning that Dave Chappelle was trending, and he released I don't know how long it is. I don't know what the special is or whatever, if it's just a brief clip. I don't know what it is. But Dave Chappelle dropped something, and yeah, I gotta go check that out for sure, because he's always very on topic and really just kind of straightforward. He always has been right up in your face with it and tells the truth in his comedy, and that's the kind of comedy I like. I don't necessarily like all of his comedy, but he is definitely one of the best. And I don't know. There's some conspiracy theories about him, but which I found a little strange. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, he still is definitely high level comedy. And yeah, I'm excited to check out this clip or whatever it is that was released from him and kind of check it out. So I will be doing that here probably soon. Other than that, I don't have much going on for the day. Yeah, so I am going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace.